Welcome to the Haters Ball. It's your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my brothers, B-Dog, Old Baldy. We jumping in today. We're gonna start off with the drama going on with Nicki Minaj, right? And we're gonna talk about stuff she's posting on Twitter and stuff. First of all, going at Jay-Z. So first off, let's pull up. You got the tweets pulled up, Baldy?
I got the article here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Article. Chick went crazy a couple nights ago, so it was funny.
So she said that she owed $200 million, and she was going at Jay-Z. I mean, she was talking all about his political leanings and all kinds of stuff. So let's look at what she was saying, man. You gonna read it, or you?
Want to read it? No. She said. Jay-Z owe her 100 to 200 M's. That didn't really make sense to me. And then she said, "You got to call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still my top 5 though. Anyone calling him a hoe will answer the God for the blasphemy." I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know if she had another coked up meltdown or what. But she said she's gonna use some of the money Jay-Z owes me to send Barb's to college. Yeah, okay.
But it was a lot more than this. She said,
yeah, because then she got mad at because remember, this was after she talked about it on Banned from NO. She also went off on Desiree Perez,
right?
Yeah,
Desiree Perez, the CEO of Rock Nation, and she called her Deseret a bunch of times. Dear Jay-Z and Deseret, you ruined hip hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined Instagram, you ruined Twitter.
Dang, Jay-Z. Come on,
they did a lot.
Why you have to ruin? Oh, come on, man. Why we ruin basketball, football, everything, man?
Dude can't ruin all that, man. Yeah, he can't ruin all that, man.
Nah, man. Nicki said it. Jay-Z, he ruined everything, dog. He ruined everything he touched.
I guess. Then she said, let me get this straight. Y'all so-called black savior Jay-Z is a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Does that mean
that is interesting?
Isn't a Democrat? I don't think she was really pardoned by Trump, though. Black people, I thought y'all hate Trump supporters. Wait, the Jay-Z campaign for Kamala. When President Obama gave a speech by brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time? Then she said it's kind of President Trump, kind of Obama, but Jigga Man do something? No. Like I said, I don't know what's up with her, man. She went all the way in. So
yeah, so
I don't know what's going on with her.
She's not lying. Oh, I'm just joking.
She not. All right, I'm about to look it up right now. Was the CEO pardoned by Trump? I'm gonna look this up right now.
Was Deseret pardoned?
Yeah,
Deseret is funny, man. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Jay-Z had to do with actual basketball, so I don't know why he ruined basketball too. But some of that stuff, people feel like some of that is true. I don't know why she's bringing up this election stuff. Like I said, she must have been mad about this for a long time, or she throwing everything at the wall because she mad at him still about the Super Bowl stuff with Wayne. Like,
yeah,
if somebody owed me 100 M's, I'd be mad at them too. But is that true? 100 M's ain't no small amount, man.
Not at all. That's a lot of money.
It's not. But my thing is, I feel like she is just throwing stuff at the wall. I mean, in a sense, we talked about this before. When was it that she went on the other drug fueled rant? She was going at somebody
about the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was before that though. But she's consistently had these type of rants on Twitter now. And it's so to me, it's really clear. I just think there's something like wrong with her on her side. I really think, but she clearly got beef with Jay-Z. I mean, that's clear too. So I'm looking at there's a Variety article right here, and it says Trump did grant the pardon to her. Yes, this is
Trump pardon Wayne too.
Oh. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, I know. So, let me share the right screen here.
Come
So
on, Deseret. Damn. She got close ties
yeah,
to Trump. That's crazy,
Trump
man.
got so she got a pardon. I mean, look, Trump be pardoning a lot of people, man. You know, like
If you cool with him, he gonna pardon you. You gotta shout
granted
him out
full
and act like
pardon
he's
to
the
Desiree
greatest.
Perez. So yeah, I mean, she was involved in conspiracy to distribute narcotics. Since her conviction, she's taken full accountability of her actions and turned her life around. All right, so I mean, yeah, so she got a pardon. I mean, look, you know that's you know, I don't know. Nobody's turning down the pardons though, right? We talked about this before, right? Like, didn't one of Snoop people get a pardon from Trump? We talked about Wayne
Never
got a
turn him
pardon.
down.
Like,
I'm sure Diddy lawyer done wrote Trump a couple letters like, "Yo, Diddy will campaign and dance on stage for you if you pardon this dude." Like, who don't want to get that? First of all, a pardon is a big deal, man. You just get a pardon. You facing a bid. Kodak went to him. Who else? Like people gonna go beg Trump. Yo, Trump, yo, my man's. You
because
the
And he
man.
be doing it too.
And he'd be
right,
like, you know what? You came to me like a man. I really like the way you apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the pardon. If you give me a couple $1 million. Like, yo, the dude, he's cool, he's for sale. He'll take the money if you and he'll be like, hey, it's all good, no problem.
yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of. I mean, listen. So on the one hand, Nikki has a point in. She don't really got a point. The what she's pointing out is that Jay-Z has been. I mean, he is a capitalist. He's not some black savior. I mean, he's never been. That's not what he ever like. I don't think he ever painted himself that way. He's always painted himself as a businessman, as the businessman. He said, you know,
That's how y'all niggas be painting him. That's how y'all be
that's how
painting
he
him.
paints himself. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
No, I'm talking about as a savior.
Oh, nobody.
Jay-Z, a
Oh,
lot of niggas daddy out here now.
No, a
Come
lot of
on.
people,
Don't do that.
yeah. That's true.
Mm.
Yeah. Dudes my age will be like, yo, Hov said this, so that's why I live my life by it. You know, it's like, whoa, relax, dog. Like, yes, he's a rapper, man. They're like black excellence. And Hov did it.
Exactly.
Hov did that. Hov said this. Hov said that. It's like, yo, yeah, it's like some episodes of Joe Budden, they'll just get on I'm gonna sit up here and we all gonna and they'll admit it. They're like, we're gonna Jay-Z Dickie for about an hour. Like, relax, dude. Relax. So yeah, it's a certain age of dudes definitely be doing that.
All right. I mean, okay. I get your point. That's fair. That's fair. So there are a large, base of Jay-Z stands, right? So that's true. And so maybe that is what she's getting at. But to me, the stands are they're not gonna. It's not like they're gonna move. They're not gonna move because of what Nikki said. I mean, like I think everyone else outside of the people who are the stands of Jay-Z knows that he is about capitalism. That's what he rhymes. That's what he raps about. He's about getting rich. He's always rapped that way. He's always talked that way. And he supports other black people to get rich. Like he hypes that up. But his thing has always been to be a billionaire, to be one of the elites, not to be not to like help the downtrodden or something like that.
Yeah. He started, he started charter schools. He ain't trying to help no broke people. He's trying he's trying to help the NFL get richer. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I do a better halftime show for y'all to get some more money. We pass kneeling.
But that's what all the black excellence stuff is about. It's always been about that though. Like, is it? So I don't know.
No, that's 100%. But you start talking about that, and that's a different subject. I don't know if you want to get into that.
Yeah, well, I don't care to get into. I don't mind getting into it. I'm just saying it's not surprising to me. What I'm saying is nothing she said. She's saying stuff is not wrong. It's just weird that why is she crashing? Why is she going like this? Why is she doing this? What is she gaining from this? You know what I mean? She got a big fan base herself too, so maybe she just want her fan base to, and go against his or just to rile to cause anger or towards Jay-Z too. But I don't know. But yeah,
Interesting.
but he was pushing way back in '88 though. Jay-Z, the first rapper with male groupies.
Definitely not the first, but yes, he has a big male groupie fan base. It's all like 45-year-old men.
I think that is what gets people put in the highest, the top. When you talk about, when you in the list for the GOATs, it's just you got to get those male groupies, just like Kendrick got right now. Like, like that's how he got put in that list, above or next to Jay-Z and stuff like that. You got to have those type of people, those type of stands to put you in that all-time great conversation. Regular people don't put you there. That's what I'm realizing. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
Hey, so I mean, I'm saying he just paved the way, like he showed you how to do
it. He said that.
That's one of his quotes. So you gotta go through that.
I'm about to say you just wanted the quote. You just want the quote Hove. You a Hove groupie too.
I'm a Hove groupie, dog. Hove groupie, man. Yeah, come on, man. All right, let's move on from this story, then, man. Y'all got any other thoughts on Nicki? I think she did.
He say it. I like when rappers tell their real feelings, but I don't know if this is just drug fueled or what. But I'm glad that most of the time they always trying to be what you call it, a PC. People trying to make sure that they media savvy. So when you start saying, "Hey, I don't like this guy," I appreciate it always. That's quality public hate.
Well, I feel like that there's been less of that recently. I feel like I don't know what it's changed, but there's just been less of the PC, talk in hip hop discussions. So I feel like just since last year, there's a lot more of people just saying how they really feel about one another, or really So I appreciate it. I don't like when rappers just take boring interviews and just never say how they really feel. I think all that's lame. So, but we can move on. That actually leads us to our next story is another Twitter beef thing that's occurred. Is Skepta, UK rapper. B-Dog's, you a big fan of Skepta, right? You know all his songs, right?
Couldn't name a one.
Couldn't name a one. All right, well, hey man, I don't know why you're sleeping on Skepta, dog. I don't know why. So let's talk about this this story right here. Skepta, he's Jordan Lucas and Skepta kind of started this little thing on Twitter. So Skepta said we're finally gonna get to the UK US rap debate sorted. And Jordan Lucas jumps on Twitter, says it's the moment I've been waiting for. Say the word. And so we get this exchange.
Before you go on,
Good.
Has anybody ever had a UK versus USA rap debate? Like maybe they must have those in the UK because
they gotta have
no one over here is thinking about them.
That's the problem. That's the problem. So in the UK, I'm sure. Okay, but that you can say that about any region that didn't get, in the time when the South wasn't respected, that doesn't mean that people weren't still having a discussion here or whatever. So that's what he's saying. He from the UK. He repping his hood, and he's saying I'm gonna put the UK on the map. Make people notice by having this debate, by having this rap battle. So I think that's kind of the point. I respect the idea behind it, but you can see even right here this tweet. It says, "Not gonna lie, I don't see any UK rapper winning." And this person here says the average American rapper don't even listen to UK rappers. The average American don't listen to UK rappers. All right,
not at all.
We've been listening to them for years, and that's exactly why the UK can't lose. So I think that's a good point.
Can't lose.
not that they can't lose, but the fact is that the UK rappers will be much more familiar with the American rappers, and what they're gonna be talking about in the other way around.
Trash accent,
exactly.
They trash voice. They got to get that shit out of here. I don't want to hear no UK rappers.
That shit is ass.
Yeah.
Look, this is the Aries Spears video right here that he's talking about.
Top did the pop 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 when you come in the cop and you go did you throw in the hot
Yeah, man, that's what it's like, yo. I think this is a silly little back and forth because one, Jordan Lucas is like the worst representative for America. I mean, he's like the corniest rapper One of the cornies. I mean, I don't know. He in the corny.
I'm about to say
the
that's
Route
crazy.
Much for corny rappers, right?
yeah,
Him
but
and Logic.
I'm about to say Logic. Yeah.
I don't know who else on that Mount Rushmore. That's the Mount Rushmore that needs to be going around. People not doing that one. It's got to be him, Logic, Eminem. Who the fourth person?
Who the fourth corniest rapper?
Corniest rapper of all time.
I see Drake.
Will Smith. Will Smith. No, that's
Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith.
Yeah, no,
Will
come on.
Smith.
That's the
Right.
Mount
Will
Rushmore
Smith.
right there. That's it.
You're right.
That is fire.
Jordan Lucas, Logic, Eminem, Will Smith. Right there. That's
it. They got songs together too. Hobson is one of those. Hobson is one of that's a good one. Hobson was real corny. I ain't seen him in a long time.
You can
now you trying to
replace
get beat
Eminem
up
for
though.
him.
Now you trying to get beat up.
Yeah, you can replace Eminem with Hobson, but Hobson's just like trying hard to be Eminem. So
yeah.
You could replace. All right, we'll take Eminem off because Eminem at least is original. All right, so we say Logic, Jordan, Hobson, and Will Smith. That's it. That's the four. All right. So all right, man. But yeah, no. Y'all had any other interest in this debate? UK rapper, US rapper debate. Would you even listen?
Nobody
want to
hear this shit. No, not at all.
You wouldn't listen to Skepta versus Jonah Lucas or Skepta versus Rocky?
No, hell no. The only UK rapper they got that's any good is Slick Rick. I don't want to hear none of the rest of them dudes or women. Lil Sims, no, you gotta get her out of here too. I don't want to hear none of their weird voices.
Man, people like Lil Sims. I don't think she's bad. She don't sound as bad as the other dudes.
I'm not with it. To me, it all sounds like that Aries Spears imitation. I tried to listen to Lil Sims. I said no, turn this shit off. I tried to listen to these other dudes. When I hear them on like they'll get guest spots on good rapper stuff, and I'll be like, oh, this is what they listen to over there. Hell no, keep this. Europe is trash, though. You know, I got a very anti-Europe stance. So,
dang, what's wrong with Europe? Like, hold on now. Dang, that's hate. I've
been hating on Europe since day one on here.
Yeah,
what's good about it?
What's wrong with Europe?
What's good about Europe, man?
Well, people can say the same thing about America, man. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people say the same thing about America.
First of all, they trash. They lose all their wars. They need our help all the time. A bunch of bums over there.
Yeah.
The UK, whack. The French, whack. They eat snails. Who cares about that? They whack over there, man. I'm not worried about that.
Hey, bro. You've been killing all our international audience, man. Come on, man.
International audience, sometimes hate comes your way. You know what I'm saying?
The hate is for everybody. That's true. The hate is for everybody. All right. The hate is for everybody. All right. The hate is universal.
Chop did the pop. When it come, when it cop. And it go, did you throw it in the pop? And the baby chop did the pop.
You know what? I tried to watch sometimes I do try to watch the like the British gangster shows. You know? I did like the Peaky Blinders. That was always funny. Mm-hmm. They talk funny and weird, you know what I'm saying? What was the one I tried to watch that was about the modern gangs, like Top Boy? I didn't know what the hell they were saying, man. I had to turn on the subtitles. I was like, what are they saying, man? Yeah. Are they speaking English? So and I got tired of trying to figure it out. So I turned it off.
But that's the funny part, man. I love it.
Like, they're not from the towns, man.
Yeah,
they're not from the ends, man.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Snatch is one of my favorite movies ever. With Brad Pitt doing
that's a funny movie.
That movie's hilarious, and it's hilarious because of the accents, Doug. It's hilarious because of the accents.
That adds to it. But I never heard that work in rap though.
All right, well, we'll see. All right, let's move on to the real topics, man. We got a lot of good rappers that are starting their rollouts for albums. I don't know why they waited so long, honestly, in this year. I feel like one or a couple of these rappers could have dropped, early in the year, maybe got even more buzz. But we got Wale. He's been dropping several songs, and he looks like he's starting his rollout. We got JID, who just dropped this Preluxe. His album's not coming out till August, right? But, he announced his way back, and he dropped 4 tracks this week. And then Drake did a hour-long stream driving the ice truck, Iceman, and he dropped the song. So we're going to talk about all those. Yeah. But let's start with Wale, man.
Boo this nigga.
Whoa, what's wrong with what? Whoa, what you got against Wale, dog?
Because that nigga got his feelings hurt that Kai didn't know who he was. That's
Oh
lame as
yeah,
hell. I don't like
that
that
was
nigga.
lame. That was lame.
Well,
You gotta let
okay,
that
what's
slide.
He was talking about that in the interview. I was listening to DJ Head's show. He was on there, and I was listening to it, and they were talking about it. But what's so I don't get what was so crazy about that. He just went to talk to him. It wasn't like I didn't think he was that like upset or
Nah,
something.
he said like you making me look crazy because like
Mhm.
you don't know who I am or something like that, like to that
Yeah.
effect.
He said he didn't know that he was streaming. He said he didn't know he was streaming.
Oh, he
don't-
didn't know he was streaming when he went back to say, "Yo, you making me look crazy."
Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
didn't know. He said he didn't know that he was streaming at
Okay.
all
Well,
the
I mean,
whole
at least
time.
that's a little bit better, at least, because I'm like, why is he running
It's
up on
still
this dude?
corny to
Like,
go up and say that
yeah,
to
the guy don't
somebody.
know
Though. If you don't know
I mean, I
you
guess
don't
when you're
know
a celebrity,
Like,
you get used to that. You get used to people knowing you, so then you be mad when they don't. I don't know.
But
man,
yeah, okay, all right. Well,
he
all
ain't
right.
make a
So
hit song in a long time either. Like
And that's what
he
I was
ain't
about to
been
say.
on
Where
a
he been at?
well, okay.
exactly.
So he dropped that Blanco song like months ago now.
I don't know what song that is.
What I mean is before this year, man. I feel like I ain't see Wale in 5 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I mean,
But he was getting cornier and cornier to me every time he showed up, though, over the last couple years.
Poke It Out was like
He all
4 years ago.
Right.
The one
Okay.
with J. Cole, okay. And
So
then
4 years ago.
and then he, just took a break. Like a lot of other rappers have taken a break, and there's no big deal.
I'm not mad about it, but I mean, you can't expect
okay.
people that. I mean,
This nigga been looking corny on his
Kai
break.
Cenat 4 years ago?
Man, I think Wale is underrated. I think he gets too much
Exactly.
hate.
He
I
is,
think-
but that don't mean that he's not. Everybody knows him.
No, I'm not saying everybody got to know him. I'm not saying that. I'm off the Kai Cenat, whatever.
Okay.
And this is the thing. I feel like Wale is always judged on the stuff outside of music, the antics, whether it's responding to people on Twitter or whether it's whatever type of stuff. I mean, and that's kind of what J. Cole talked about on False Prophets or whatever when he was the verse about him. It's like just you got a fan base. You don't got to worry about all the other extra stuff, but I just feel like he's obviously a sensitive dude, and he gets hurt by whatever stuff people be saying about him. So, but I just think that's not what we should judge him on. I'm talking about the music. I don't really care what the dude is like.
Okay. Well, look, the music sounding good right now. I'm excited to hear more music. I'll be looking forward to a real album from him because his music been sounding good. And I've always been a fan. I went to one of his shows. This must have been 10 years ago. All he did was chick songs, but it was. I mean, maybe he did like one song that wasn't one of his women's songs, but there was a lot of women there, so he had a lot of fans. So I guess I can't hate.
And so listen, that's what I'm saying right there. Like he got a lot of fans, but if they not the right type of dude, like we talked about, it's not the stand base, then you just get clowned online. When he got fans and he make good music, like it's not. I don't know why he gets such a bad rep. B-Dog.
Yeah, B-Dog hates him. Why you hate him so much? Okay.
Oh, dang.
Thanks for your insights, man.
But he just been corny, like I said.
But you only talk about what he is like outside of music. What about his music? Though?
I was saying I like Wale. He's been corny recently.
All right. Well,
What'd you say?
I said, what about his? You talking about outside his music? What about his music? I think your internet is bad, man. You gotta get your internet fixed right now. But I listen. This is what I'm gonna say. I think in general, the blog era rappers don't get the respect that they need.
His music is. He just make girl songs.
He don't just make girl songs though. That's the thing. That's a thing. He's got multiple albums. and mixtapes. He's got a bunch of mixtapes that are great, right? Mixtape About Nothing, More About Nothing, the album About Nothing. All of those are great. That trilogy is great. Back to the Feature mixtape is one of my favorite mixtapes. So he's made good music all in that time, and he should be talked about more, like, with more respect than he gets. I feel like he just doesn't get the same amount of respect that he always deserves. That's all. And I feel like this about many blog era rappers. Like when we talk about the blog era, for some reason the things that those rappers did in the blog era don't get the same respect. They don't get immortalized the same way like the 90s rap gets. You are blog era over 90s. I don't know if I go that far,
but okay.
But what you say, Baldy? What you got to say to this?
That's insane. It don't make no sense.
All right, but my point is, in the a rapper in the 90s. Let's say if you got a 90s rapper who got 4 good projects, the same quality as the 4 I just named from Wale, people be talking about them like they super legend.
I don't know about that, man, but people would I think a different group of people would have a different feeling about them. I mean, what you saying 4 good projects, that's like Nori. And his projects ain't that level of legendary to me, but Wale's, but he has great projects. He has some great projects.
I think, I mean, I don't know, that's tough to match up, but I mean, to me, that might be Wale discography. I would probably say is better than Nori's. I might go that far. I don't think, to me, other than the War Report, I don't know if I think I would put Wale projects over the rest of the stuff. So. But see, again, that's we in different eras. This is the thing. You love the 90s stuff. That's when you grew up. And I love a lot of the blog era stuff.
Well, I love a lot of the blog era. I'm not saying I don't like his music. So I don't want it to be misconstrued. I do like his music. I'm looking forward to new music from him. I was wondering where he was at, So that's the thing. The main thing for me is I want to see him come out, put out music that's good and stands on its own with no extra BS.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
And so I like the freestyle I heard.
He dropped 2 freestyles.
And he had a single too, right? I heard 2 freestyles and a single. I like all of that. So I'm looking forward to more.
I think well, I don't know if Blanco counts as a single, but he's Blanco and another one.
I thought it was okay.
So yeah. He's been dropping. And like I said, both the freestyles he's dropped this week, they were both good. So I love when he raps. I like when Wale raps. Of course, he always does the stuff for the women, and that's cool. That's fine. No issues with that. But I always like when Wale raps.
That's skip tracks to me. But when I went to the show, he did like 3 rap songs. I was hyped. I was rapping along. Nobody else cared. And then he did Lotus Flower Bomb, and then everybody cared. And I was like, oh, I got to stand back. This is shit I skip.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me go to the back and let these girls sing this, because I didn't care about that crap. Show was over after that to me.
I agree. I'm with you, man. I just think the blog era, that era was legendary.
That was a really fun time.
Yeah. And I just think that, like I said, I just don't think it's recognized the same way. Because I think the legendary stuff, like the classics that all these rappers made, are mixtapes, and I just feel like they don't get counted the same way. Like, even though it's like original songs and stuff like
That's
that,
true.
like original beats, like Back to the Features, like Ninth Wonder produced, it's all original songs. It's not like it's he's rapping over somebody else's beats or something. It's just a mixtape that is, I don't know. It's called a mixtape because I guess they probably just didn't want to clear any samples or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was a fun time, man. You had to, you was getting on there, you were downloading mixtapes from different websites like Dat Piff and stuff, and looking at Two Dope Boys and different websites. So, that was a real fun time. But I would like to see Wale continue, whereas other people that came up in that same time got I think they got more bona fide classic albums, and I don't think he needs something like that. Like to me, his album catalog ain't better than like Crit or like other people that's in his area. Because to me, that's where he's at. He's somewhere like, is he better? I don't know if I'd say he's better than Crit, but he's somewhere like right there. If I had to rank,
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say he probably fits best out of that era. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's behind. He's definitely behind. Cole and Crit and Kendrick. And Crit. I said that. Oh, Drake. People. People of course going to put Drake over. So he probably get that fifth place.
He's behind Currency.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's fair. Yeah, Currency, yeah, definitely. Yeah, right, yeah, Currency.
Who else came up in that time? I mean, I like him more than Wiz Khalifa for sure.
Yeah, definitely better than Wiz. Mac
but I don't know if everybody would agree with that though.
I mean, there's
people will fight you about Mac Miller.
Yeah, but I feel like Mac Miller got more respect after he died. This is my thing. I don't think any of the blog era rappers really get the respect they deserve, right? So there's people who hate on J. Cole, people who hate on all of them, right? Kendrick is the only one that gets credited as as if he's made quality music, So really,
no, that's true.
How is that not true?
I think they all get respect. I mean, obviously Kendrick's at a different level, but I think J. Cole gets his just due respect.
J. Cole doesn't really get. I mean, listen, I don't think
he count as blog era. I guess he does.
Nah,
for a lot
I feel like
he's been around way before that.
Three. Yeah, once you get the big three, they're saying you're the top three in the rap game. Like, is that not more than what you could have asked for when you started?
Okay, you're right. J. Cole, okay, that's fine. That's fair then. All right, so then they all those three get their respect there. I guess just the rest of them. That's fine.
Does Cudi count as blog era? Cudi's been more successful and has a I think more classic than what's his name? Than
Wale?
Yes, than Wale. That first one is probably better over any Wale album.
Yeah, and he made his own. I mean, then he had so many people copy, his style and everything. So he made his own style and everything. But so I think that's fair. But other than that first album,
no, yeah. I agree with that. Yeah,
I wouldn't say Cudi's discography is better than Wale's discography. I would say he got one album that is over everything else. So, but that's yeah. But either way, I mean, excited to see what he drops. And be looking forward to his rollout. All around. But let's get to the JID. Right, we got this comment, Mr. ASAP man. You've been it's been a minute since we've seen you in the live event. But he said JID is trash. That's a hot take.
I don't understand. I don't understand the hate on JID, man. I think this dude has a great I agree. He has great flows. He's a flow rapper, but he has great flows. So if you want to say similar to if Kendrick is the number one rapper right now, to me, JID got the same ability. Like he flows is his strength, and he has some great stories on his last album. That's about that. That's the same strengths. There's a lot of the same stuff.
I do think. Well, I don't think. Okay, so I think he does. His flows are rap fast. But I don't even think. And okay, if you think he got an annoying voice, I think that's fair. If you think he, lyrical miracle spiritual rapper, lazily penguin voice raps. If you don't like his voice, I think that's fair. But he doesn't
interesting. Okay.
He doesn't make silly voices like Kendrick does. This is what my thing is. Like he just has his voice is his voice. If you don't like his voice, then that's fair. But he's not making new voices. He's not making weird voices throughout the whole track or something like that. So I disagree that he's like that much like Kendrick. To me, when Kendrick raps fast, which he has in the past, he has at times, but he doesn't do it that often. JID, I feel like not only raps fast, but he also has bars. To me, JID has has punchlines and all kinds of other stuff. in it, in his lines. It's not just I'm rapping fast and saying nothing. And he's also not vague when he's rapping either. He's not just like, oh, look, it's I'm saying some I don't know, vague stuff that people are gonna dig and act like it's he said something super deep. I don't know. So I feel like I like JID.
Yeah,
way better.
I mean, I just think that's, like I said, I made that comparison because I think they have the similar skill sets. I don't think they make the same music. Obviously, like JID ain't make no Mr. Morale or nothing like that yet. So different regions of the country, different stuff like that going on. So, but I think he has bars. I think he has great flows. I think his songs are entertaining. And on this EP that we got, this Preluxe, GDLU, I don't know what that means.
God Does Like Ugly. That's the name of his album.
Oh, okay, that's right. God Does Like Ugly. Okay, well, that's funny, but I like 2 of these songs a lot, and then the other 2 were okay. So I'm looking forward to his album. I think he got a lot of skills, and his last album was really good.
Yeah, I think his last album was dope. So let's talk about the biggest one. Okay, so you said 2 you didn't like, right? I assume it's the one with Lil Yachty, and what else?
I thought the one with Lisa was okay.
Okay, the one with Black. All right.
Yeah.
And then of the other 2, Boo or I guess View, whatever, however you want to say it. To me, he slowed down his flow, right? Slow down the flow, so he doesn't always have to rap fast. That one was dope. And of course, what everyone's talking about is Animals with Eminem. B-Dog, I want to know what were your thoughts on that one?
On the Eminem song specifically?
Yeah, or I mean,
Yeah,
the whole thing, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, turn that Eminem shit off. That was ass. I don't know why this man, like, I guess his legend respect why they give him 32 bars every time. Like, man, we just need one quick verse from you and get off of the song. That's it.
Nah, I don't think he's getting on the song just to do 16. Like, when's the last? Does he rap 16s? I feel like he only raps 32s. Like, at least. So you want to take the song over and do 95, or whatever the hell. I don't know what the numbers are at that point, but dude be wanting to do more and more. Like, he want to rap a lot.
Yeah, and to me, he's just repetitive now. Like, to me, every Eminem verse now is like the same. He's doing the same type of rhymes. He's doing the same, type of stuff. Like, it's just like I don't know. He just, to me, he doesn't have. It's like he's written it all, and he doesn't have anything else like new to say. I guess I don't know, but I think I like JID's part way more.
They have chemistry together, though. To me,
yeah,
like they sound kind of like they supposed to make songs together.
Agreed. I think they would, they could make, a project together and it would sound.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, but if Jim want a quick money grab and to gain a bunch of fans real fast, he could add something there for that, and that definitely he probably get a Grammy and a couple plaques out of it.
So you didn't like okay, so Vito, did you feel the same way about Fuel on from the Eminem album? Or did you?
I don't remember that song. 1, 2.
Okay.
Anytime Eminem raps, I really don't want to hear it. So
okay,
that's funny.
So that's
He's still hiding from Lupe, man. Yeah, he not doing no more Bad Meets Evil. He got to stay home.
They're supposed to have a Bad Meets Evil again, man. Yeah, come on.
Whatever, man. Roy's hiding, dog. I ain't heard nothing from Royce, man.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. No, this is too much. JID replacing Black Thought. That's crazy. No, come on now.
Replacing Black Thought.
Like
yeah, it ain't like that.
I think he's just trying to say that, so both the corny lyrical miracle rappers. I think he had a line even in this album. He says, I make lyrical spiritual, or I made it big off of lyrical spiritual miracle raps or something like that. But I forgot how he said it. Let me. I have to pull up the lyrics, but I think it's dope. I think it's great that JID is big. I mean, obviously he's got hype, he's got buzz, and whatever you want to call him, lyrical miracle rapper. I don't think that's a diss. As
these beats go hard in your car, though. These beats sound good in your car, so I think that's where he really gets separate himself musically. Like you put this stuff on in your car, he could rap fast, slow, whatever raps he want to do. It's going the beat is working. That changes it a lot. Like I said, it's a lot different because Eminem does that over bad beats too. Like a lot of times he produced it and stuff. It's like that ain't good. Whereas his southernness, his Atlanta-ness or whatever, and his ear for beats is helps him obviously make better music.
Yeah, and it's not like it's all the songs sound the same. Like in his last album,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he doesn't just do the fast rapping. Like
Right.
Cody Blue 31 was my favorite song on there, and that's like a gospel song that on his last album, not this Preluxe, but I'm talking about his last album.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like I said, I just think you're not giving him enough credit to just say he's only a one thing or he's a corny lyrical miracle rapper, like he's just like a copy of Eminem or something. Like he's not.
Because he's great on features on different types of rappers.
Yeah, different types of beats.
Great features with Griselda. Yeah, he got. I think y'all hating on this dude a little too much.
Yeah, for sure. I do think the hate's not exactly necessary.
I'm always happy to see like the different the stuff that I'm not hating on, y'all hating on in the chat. So that's positive. That keeps the show in balance. You know what I mean? So just a lot of aggressive hate about this man, but we think he's good.
Yeah. And we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think we'll see how his album comes out. I think the you're right. The CP was a mixed bag. It wasn't all good. It wasn't all bad. We'll see.
I hope they throw away. I hope they're not even like. Of course, he's gonna put Animals on his album because that's the Eminem song. That's a single. That's you want numbers. You want to do numbers.
Well, it's called Animals Part 1. So maybe there's a part 2 on that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All right, we don't need that much Eminem, but like they do sound right together. Like they do sound like they can rap together all the time. Like they could be in a group almost. And so maybe there is number 2, like you said. I still think he'll probably put part 1 on there. But regardless, if this is what we got in these other songs, maybe are his throwaways or extras that didn't make the album. That's good. That tells me that album's good. Then if these are the ones that's not making it, we should have some good stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. And he titled the Preluxe, so I hope that these aren't songs that aren't up. I hope it's not just like he took 4 songs from the album and just to release them. I hope it is throwaways. So let's get to
a different marketing scheme we haven't seen.
Yeah. Let's move on to the main story. B-Dog, the one B-Dog been waiting on. B-Dog, you the Drake fan here, so go ahead and tell us about Iceman, Drake's rollout. What's your thoughts on the stream? Were you there live watching the stream? I know you glued to the phone.
Unfortunately, I was at work, man, so I didn't get to see the stream.
Damn.
But I saw a lot of people online saying it was fake afterwards. There was some debate about that at first, but
it was real though.
As far as the song goes, honestly, it's not even that fire to me, but it's getting a big reaction that I did not expect. So I was pretty surprised by it myself.
Dang, okay. What do we miss? You were just singing it because you were singing all before we got on here. You were singing it over and over and over and over again. So what do you mean you think it was that good?
I put it on before the pod again just so I could hear it again. But honestly, like like I said, it's very mid to me. Like if his whole album sounded like this, I wouldn't be that happy for it.
Wow. Okay. Dang, the Drake fan wasn't impressed. Baldy, how you felt?
To me, that sounded like a Drake song, which people like it. It's not necessarily my bag, but definitely was catchy. Definitely was catchy. I heard the let's go, and he kept saying that over and over and stuff, and he was all excited. I was like, okay, I'm not mad about it. He got some light bars for people on there. Like little LeBron hate, but nothing too crazy. I thought it was just okay. I was surprised, like I said, to see that the reaction is surprising to me too.
So then let's talk about first let's talk about the bars he has, and then let's talk about the reaction. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Talk about some of the bars. And so first of all, he says it's love for my brother's death to a traitor. Let's go. She might decide to
Let's
say
go.
yeah. Where is it at? You switch on the guys in support of the hater. What's the get back for brothers? It's TBD. I look at this stuff like BTC. I could be down this week and I'm up next week. And then right here he says, I'm back in your city tonight, walking around with my head high. I saw bro went to the pop out with them. Then been dick riding with the gangs as headlines, right? So I mean, this is what everyone's talking about, is saying this is about LeBron
James.
Some people also said it could be about DeRozan, but what's your thoughts on this? How y'all feel about the content, the lyrics of the song?
It was light. I'm not mad at it. I mean, like I said, it wasn't nothing crazy, nothing I didn't expect. It just, I don't like this as a rollout, but hey, man, I guess if this is gonna be the single, like I said, I'm not that excited for the album. This did not leave me as impressed as it left everyone else. But I'm
So
happy to see more people loving Drake again.
Well, a lot of people hating. There's a lot of people hating. I mean, I think there's some people who've been, liking the song. It's number 2, is what people are saying is going to be on the Billboard debut as. So obviously it's doing numbers. People are listening to it. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. You said you don't like it as a rollout. A lot of people have been saying that they don't like this rollout. Baldy, what you think of the LeBron, verses and the rollout as a whole?
I think you should be way harsher to LeBron. I think you should come out and shit on LeBron straight up and stop doing this little pussy ass game. But I mean, look, Drake always do this type of stuff. So it's a lot of subs, right? Not tons of direct stuff. To me, like LeBron, like bro, the way LeBron was sunning you after when you got beat by Push and you was on there talking about you could never let me down. He was like, I ain't gonna let you down, Brian. And like, look, to me, you got to torch that relationship. Like, you got to go all the way, talk bad about his mama, his wife, his kids. You got to be crazy. Like,
that's what got him in trouble all the other times.
Hey, Doug, sorry, Doug. We not friends, man. We can't be cool, man. I'm just, I don't know. To me, we can't. Like I said, you have harsher bars. Maybe he will on the album. I don't know, but I don't know his relationship with DeRozan. But to me, the way him and LeBron was, oh man, the way they was talking, we gotta all the way burn that, all the way. So, yeah. Come on, man. You gotta cover that up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cover that up. Get a new tat. You gotta put somebody else on your arm or whatever. He got a tat. That's right, because he got like him and LeBron like right next to Aaliyah or something like that, right? I don't remember.
But, I don't know. I don't
yeah, know. He gotta go aggressively at this man. To me, yeah, this is how he talked. That's how he was looking. He was about to cry almost. It was like, come on, man, we can't be cool no more. You can't go to the pop out now. Now you gotta have like aggressive hate for this man. So, if he don't want to do that, that's fine. But besides that, I don't care about you dissing these no-name people. We know he had a lot of people betrayed him. I get why you feel like that. I get why he's saying it. But he also been saying stuff like that for a long time about these no new friends and people fake around me and people just want me to be around because I'm cool and all these type of, basically there's been the theme and a lot of stuff since what? Before Scorpion, huh? Like how long? I don't know. I feel like a long time. So talk about each one of the people that's say it directly. Say, these people, they did this, they did that, they was riding with me, they was begging for my look, they was jumping up and down on stage talking about I'm the greatest, and then they was on another man video saying that I'm trash. It's that's not okay.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, I think a lot of people it's crazy the reaction. I mean, I listened to a few people react because I didn't want to watch the whole stream. Like B-Dog was saying, it's an hour-long stream, first of all. And all
not a ton is happening the whole time.
Right. It's like, it's a long time where it's just like you're just looking at I guess the ice like warehouse or whatever that the truck is in or whatever. And so I turned, so I clicked on the stream and I was like, nothing's going on. So I just would listen to some, I'm gonna listen to Company Man tell me what happened, give me the highlights. But every time I listen to any of these other videos where other people reacted, it's like there's number one, a lot of hate, right? First of all. But it's like they psychoanalyzing this dude, like it's all like, it's like, I don't know, it's just weird to me how much people see to just want to psychoanalyze every word or move that he does. They hate the rollout. He shouldn't do it this way. He shouldn't still be talking about the beef. It just happened a year ago. But it's weird because on the other side, they love when everybody else is talking about the beef, or they love when everybody else is doing a rollout like this, like the Push rollout. We've been praising the Clips rollout, and his rollout is I'm gonna talk about Kanye, Drake. I'm talking about Travis Scott because I'm mad about the Meltdown verse from 2 years ago. It's like it's all that same type of stuff. We even there was a clip with Nori on a recent podcast, so I should pull that one up. And Nori talking about how he had Pharrell on Drink Champs, and he asked him, he said Pusha T or Drake, or he asked him, how they do the drinking game, whatever. He's supposed to pick one, and Pharrell said both, and he said Push called him and was angry, like like how can you say both, so like that's how people feel in general, like that's normal reactions that many people have, but we don't call we don't call Pusha T corny for talking about this stuff. We don't call him corny for talking about
but that's carryover from the battle, man. I think that's just people pick sides so aggressively with that like it's almost like you can't never rock with it. I mean, look, you still see people doing this with like Jay-Z and Nas, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stuff lingers. Like some people will aggressively pick a side and not let it go, and feel like they gotta ride for that side no matter what. Even if they're not even involved with each other, they'll be like, "Oh, I gotta say this guy's bad," or because a lot of people like this song. Clearly, people bumping this song, but then they still like. It's like this. I feel like it's the same people that basically they play Not Like Us on repeat, and now they'll play this. And like they don't really care what comes on, like they'll rock with either one. Then you have other groups that are like gotta be on one side. I feel like they gotta ride, for a certain guy.
Well, to me, that's what I think is weird. Riding for a guy is weird. Like it should be, if you dislike the principle of saying to other people or using beef or drama to roll out your album, then that principle should apply to everybody. Or if you dislike the idea of somebody talking about the beef that's old, then that should apply to everybody. Like whatever it is that you should just keep it apply to everyone. It's weird when it's like this hip hop almost is like partisan, like I don't know, something it's like
that is what it is.
It's too weird. That's weird.
That's what it is. If they do it, it's good. If they don't do it, it's bad. Like look, all the Trump people melting down right now because the dude said Epstein didn't do nothing. They can't believe it, bro. People was like, no, not our leader. Like, like they've been waiting for that info. It's like, nah, he won't hide it too, just like everybody else. He's just nasty too, like the rest of the bad people. So it's like, hey, they don't, people picking sides hard on, like I said, all because of that beef. When that beef started, a lot of people decided they had to pick a side, and one side was the cool side, and the other side was getting the shit on side. At least that's how it felt to me, because as someone who doesn't care or didn't really pick a side, like as far as like, I never was a big fan of either one, so I never had to pick. So you could see people that just had to they chose, they kind of had to move off of Drake, and you could tell that they like Drake probably.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I mean, you see like some, I don't know, because to me the song is cool. It's not. I mean, it is like you said, a Drake song. It's just cool to me. If you're mad about this song, then there's a lot of other Drake songs you could be mad about. Like, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a Drake song to me. I don't know. It's a
What did I miss?
yeah. I don't know.
And then a lot of people have like critique. I saw a couple YouTubers, man, like talking about it, reacting. A lot of people have like critiques of rollouts, but who sells more records than this dude? Like critiquing his rollout, is it gonna work? I mean, if the song goes number 2, and he already had another hit this year, it sounds like he's continuing to be successful in the way that he has been with pop-ish type hits that have certain types of, I don't want to say it's the rhythm or something, but like a certain type of catchiness where it gets repeated, it gets played. And that's what he's always done. That's what he's been good at.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think yeah, exactly. I think he's always I don't see any effect on his like people were saying like he's dead or like he's like, you know, he's been, you know, taken out or his career. I mean, you know, some sexy songs was you know, had hit records, and I assume this next album will too. I never bought into like this would take him down, you know, in some way.
What did they miss? Come on, man. I am gonna be
You
saying
think
that
this will do numbers consistently like for a while?
This song? No. I don't think so. It don't really have. I don't think it has radio replay like that to me. Eventually,
I think it's catchy. I don't see why. I'm surprised that you're not more hyped about this song, because you definitely the Drake fan. You the one that be trying to get us.
Could have made it more hype to me, honestly. Like I felt like he was trying to go for aggressive, but the horns were too low. I would have had to turn the horns up. You got to make them horns hit to make it more aggressive. But
okay, do you like the second beat?
It was all too singy songy for me. Like I said, it wasn't fire to me, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, I listened to Joe Budden this morning and they were going crazy. Like, this is the greatest song they heard. I was like, am I missing something? You know, but they got weird relationships with Drake.
Yeah, no, the Joe Budden and Drake relationship is real weird. Yeah, I never know if they enemies, they friends, they, you know, I don't know. They got a very odd one. Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
But I'm happy people like it.
Yeah.
Good, man.
So as far as rollouts go, Matt said going on them. To be fair, I listen. I think the song is catchy. I think the more you hear it, the more it gets stuck. You go catch yourself saying, "Let's go."
Let's go.
You keep saying it in the beginning of you listen to the song, and I was like, "That's annoying because it's gonna get stuck in my head." Yeah. So I think it'll probably have replay value. I don't think that's the issue. I just think you know, everyone's rollout really recently has been the same, right? We talk about Rayvon's rollout. It was let's have a beef. You know, Push's rollout is, like I said, let's you know, talk about all these people that, you know, did me wrong. So all these people's rollout is the same. So to me, to critique Drake's rollout for what? I mean, driving a truck around the city. Like, to me, somebody said it earlier. I think it was who said it earlier? Oh yeah, you all said it. He said the rollout's fire. He said, you know, live streams, IG accounts, live shows, all that is cool. And people constantly ask to see more of the artists we like, right? And so I don't really see the issue with him, you know, doing a live stream. Like, I'm not going to watch, like I said, I'm not going to watch an hour of it, but I don't see why his fans wouldn't want to watch it, you know? And so I don't really get the hate for a rollout when all he's doing is what lots of other people are doing. Using beef, oh, look, I talked about LeBron. It's going to get more clicks and headlines, just like.
I saw headlines about it. Yeah. Yeah, people care. I mean, but look, and that's one of the things. I mean, this dude is such a big artist, you know, at the label and stuff like that. I was wondering if this song was going to get played, you know, and get pushed because of the lawsuit. I no, if that's his real accent, that weird Canadian way he was talking, I think he's an actor, so he switch it up whenever you want.
Yeah, I don't know
but
what his real accent is. I don't know what. Yeah,
anybody talking like that gotta stop. That's what Canada sound like.
From the
I don't want this.
end. Come on, man. You're not from the ends. That's why.
The ends.
You're not from the ends, man.
Yeah.
You
Is that
don't know,
Canada?
man. You're not from the ends, man. That's all I can say. That's the only way I can.
you don't know the slang, man. Yeah,
I don't want
Come
to.
on,
That's
man.
Canada slang. Y'all keep that. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
keep
Pop.
this. Keep this.
Come on,
that.
Crody. Come on, Crody. Come on, man.
The funny part of the stream was, somebody on a bike, rolled, by and called them B word, or called them, and then and he turns on his accent, and starts, yeah, I don't know, yapping at him or whatever. So I do think, I don't know what his real accent is. I don't know. He always uses different accents when it applies to him. But the Canadian accent is funny. It's funny to hear. What's worse, the UK accent or the Canada one?
That's a good question. Because the Canadian one, I feel like don't carry in the music as much.
Yeah.
The UK one is like, oh, you must be from the UK. Like, as soon as I hear the song, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
what
they're
we
from the
doing?
town in them.
Yeah.
So maybe it's different, Yeah. So, but just talking, the British one sounds cooler too.
The British one sounds cooler talking, but rapping, I can't even understand
It's
what
way
they're saying.
worse. Yeah, it's way worse.
So yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. All right. Let's move on then. Any other thoughts on Drake or his rollout in general?
I'm ready for Iceman, man. I know I'm
Did he
gonna get
announce
some
an album?
slaps on there. He
No,
didn't
he
announce
announced.
it, but Iceman has been his speculated album for at least a year now, since that 100 gigs thing showed up. So it's pretty consistent.
Iceman,
He
Bobby
said, I
Drake,
think he said
Iceman.
So okay,
see,
yeah.
come on, they was deep diving into what Iceman meant. They thought he meant Chuck Liddell.
it's multiple layers. What you got to understand, man, is that it's a quintuple entendre. It's a quintuple entendre, right? So Iceman, as in the mutant, okay, Iceman,
Bobby Drake, Omega level,
right?
Come on,
right,
come on.
Iceman, the hitman,
right?
Iceman, the hockey player.
I don't know the Iceman hockey player.
Chuck Liddell. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I forgot he was the Iceman. Okay.
They said Chuck Liddell, listen, his first fight ever was against a champion and he lost the first time. Then he came back for round 2 and then he won. And that's why he Iceman. He gonna come again at Kendrick and he gonna win.
Did he run from a fight like he did when Push beat him down?
I don't know nothing about that, man.
Oh,
Iceman, come on, man.
Oh, okay, the metaphor don't carry no more, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, they are giving Iceman the Kendrick breakdown, and this is they're giving the what did I miss the Kendrick breakdown too. I've seen people giving that like multiple meanings and stuff too, but they do it. But most of the critics are doing the Kendrick breakdown negatively though. Like it's like like they take the worst thing that this could mean, anything Drake says, the worst thing it could mean, and then say like, how could he say this? You know what I mean? Like. Why is he acting like, he says, what did I miss? They're like, why is he acting like he doesn't know that there was a beef? Like, why is he pretending? I don't know. It's silly, man. I don't know. The reaction around the Drake, I don't know, media stuff is just funny to me. The Drake
I would like to hear an interview, man. I would like to hear a Drake interview, man, where he kind of like, just talk about like how you felt about all these people switching on him and what are you gonna do about it? I guess I don't know. To me, that's just I never seen that before in that type of way.
Well, no, remember he did that after the Pusha T beef. He did the one with Elliot. He had the one with Elliot before Scorpion came out.
And then he sat down with LeBron talking about you can never let me down. I never want to let you down, Brian.
And all those people turned on him.
You
So
can
who
never
he got
let
to
me
go to? All those people turned on him. So
Yeah.
LeBron turned against them. Elliott turned against him. So it's not. There's no safe. He doesn't have a safe place, right? He's doing his own streams.
I guess he'd stay in Canada. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. So that's it. We'll see, man.
And what did I miss?
We'll see how the album goes. We'll see if it goes. Yeah, Elliott's whack. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't like his interview with the Clips.
Yeah, no. But in every Clips interview, it's still it's let's talk about it's whatever beef, that's all he's talking about. So
I mean, look, that makes that's a cycle because the people that doing the interview want the clicks,
right,
and they want you to say something about it that's gonna get them the clicks. So they want you to be like, yeah, I don't like Travis Scott, he a bitch. Like, great for me, give me the clicks, please. So these people, is of course they have to ask about it instead of being like, hey, I got the album. The fifth bar on this song in this verse is great. Like, they won't ever talk about it that way. It's always some other bullshit. And that sucks. But that's why I wish the rappers would go sit down with people that want to talk about your actual music instead of.
But that's my thing, because it's those same media people who are now like upset that Drake is talking about LeBron or that Drake is talking about the beef. It's weird. It's weird. Like, they love him.
If they can get him in an interview to say, "Oh yeah, fuck LeBron, he switched on me," they'll be like, "Oh my god, thank you so much, Drake. Love him forever."
So let's talk about this part of it, man. Since we talked about this already, people are saying Drake.
Let's talk about these.
What y'all
Drake leaked Clips album? I did hear that Clips album leaked, and I heard it's not a full version of it. Like, it's like raggedy.
Yeah. So y'all
I don't believe that, man.
I didn't know that Drake did it.
Yeah.
Well, I think people just accusing him because
I think the lame ass Clips did it.
Because
this lame ass rollout. All of these niggas do is just trying to put songs out. Nah, man. I'm good on these niggas. This is frustrating. I just want to hear the music.
Okay, so yeah, see, it's not even. You said it's missing some stuff. I heard it's not complete. So
it's not complete. It's not complete, and it's not like doesn't sound like good quality either. It sounds like
I'm not rushing to that. I want to hear if somebody say the album leak, I want to hear a real leak. Like it's not like back in the day when you had different versions of the album running around, like Kanye first album or whatever that had like 2 different versions before it really came out. You want to get the album leak that at least sounds like it's done. So no, I'm not rushing to that.
Oh, it's done. I mean, there's lots of industry people who said they've heard it for months and months.
I'm talking about, but the one that leaked is not the full one. They said
it's just missing like you said, it's just missing 2 songs, or not even. It's a song and a half is what is missing. A song and a half is not. That's not like it's super incomplete.
Okay, well, I get it on Friday, man. I get it on Friday.
It's coming out soon. Like, it's not that big a deal. We'll definitely talk about it next week. I wasn't gonna talk about it.
But you're right. That could be an intentional leak to get the hype up, though.
It is, man.
That's part of the
rollout. Is lame.
My album leak.
Of course it is.
I thought people stopped doing that in like 2005.
I don't know how it's good for anybody. But then also this part, right? Drake doing his rollout around the same time. Do y'all think this is him trying to step on rollout or anything like that?
I don't.
Is he gonna drop his album? Like, it's not gonna step on their numbers, is it?
Yeah, I don't. Not unless it's
the same lane.
It will stop them from getting number 1, I guess, more than anything. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how many times JID do that to Nas. Like every single Nas release always.
Because he's still hurt because he's not better than Nas.
So I mean, I don't know. That's Black Excellence, exactly. That's Black Excellence. Hey, JT showed you the path. You can't hate on that. This right here, that's Black Excellence. You just gotta do that. Drop the same day. You gotta drop. That's what you should do.
I don't know how many Drake actions you can call black excellence. I don't know if any of them ever qualified. Maybe mulatto excellence. So,
That's that. Hey, even that you can't even say that no more, man. That's yeah, but
you can't
that's,
say that no more neither.
no. Isn't that why Lotto changed the name from mulatto or something like that? I don't know, man. Listen,
I just thought people thought that was whack for you to. That's your rap name.
no, people were offended by it. People were offended by it. But it's all good,
Okay.
man. We don't care. We moving on. What y'all thoughts on? Okay, so the last part of this is we talk about Drake and stuff. You know, some of the proceedings for his trial been going on, and you know, I think it's another. You know, obviously the big reason why Drake is getting a lot of the hate he's getting. You know, the case has not been dismissed, and you know, and the case is going forward. And I see a lot of people saying that it's going to ruin hip hop. It's going to ruin battling. It's going to destroy the culture. What y'all thoughts on this lawsuit on you know Aubrey's lawsuit, Lawry, whatever.
Let's go.
Oh, you for it, but you know.
I mean, I still don't know. I got to see what come out first, man. I want to see if they're gonna really get to the shits. If real stuff gonna come out.
Yeah, that's what it depends on. Because I love it, honestly. If he produces, if he really could show like, yes, they be botting, yes, they be doing this, yes, they be doing that, and you know the different games they play, you know, of course they'll continue to do it, but they might make new ones, you know. At the same time, they'll probably end up settling, man. Like if the judge says, hey, you have to let in this evidence, and they don't want that evidence in, lawyers will be like, hey man, let's piece this up. How many M's you want? You know, you need 100 M's. If that's what it is, okay, great. We don't want to put all this out there.
So do y'all think? Yeah,
Wait.
I mean, go ahead.
Did we ever talk about that they said it was rumored that UMG was trying to lower his value because he was trying to go to Sony, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
They said he signed up to like 400 M's. He recouped it within 1 year,
right.
and so he was going to try to go to Sony for a bigger deal. I guess. I mean, it seems like that's a reasonable. I can see that happening.
But it's so all. You think you have to leave the label? You think they'll settle for something like that? Like, give me some money, then we out of here.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's not going
like
to no real full trial, man. I don't see no way that they go to no real trial and they be like, here's the statistics. Didn't you push the button on this song? Did you not push the button? And what is the button? What did you do here? How did you boost the numbers for this song? It's like, yes, we have bots. Like, no, they're not gonna do that, man. They're not.
Okay, all right. So, but then do y'all think that this leads to, like I said, what people are like, you know, kind of saying that it's going to lead to the end of battling, or it's going to be a negative for nonsense, the culture. Hip hop. Anybody who gets you know, in a diss now can sue for defamation, or do y'all feel like it's going to lead to that?
Yo, hip hop is a culture, man. This is not going to change no matter the thing. It could change on the business side. People will still battle though. I don't care if they just do it on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? Like they won't put it up for money. People will still do it. That's what rappers do. That's a big deal. It means a lot. And there's more people these days that like aren't really in that. Like they're not trying to be the best. So you have those rappers out here that they just make music, but they don't want to. They're not trying to be like the best rapper, quote unquote. But there's always gonna be MCs that want to MC and want to battle other MCs. Man, it's not this. Don't like Universal Music Group does not control hip hop culture, man. I don't believe that for a second. I don't care how much control they have over the music industry.
Yeah. Okay. I hear what you're saying. I agree. I agree. I don't think it'll change. I think people, you know, really, you know, hyperbolic with all that talk like that this lawsuit's going to ruin hip hop in some way. I do think it's lame, obviously, to you know, do the lawsuit, but I don't think it's going to change anything in the culture. And I think, in fact, that's what makes this particular battle to me seem so like an outlier than all the other battles is that this one was done so like it was such a boost to the like economy or like to the to the business end of it. Like it's you never usually
Every aspect.
usually diss tracks are just like you said, just thrown on YouTube for free or whatever. They're not monetized or they're not on streaming. A lot of times it's it is just like I made this at you and the wider public doesn't really get involved. Even with the Drake and Pusha one, it was like Story Adidon. Is that even? I don't know. Is that on streaming? I don't know.
No, he put it on SoundCloud. He never put that up on to monetize.
Right. So like that won't change. I don't see like that's not what this lawsuit's about. I think that what's weird is how it's reported. They make it sound like that's what the lawsuit's about, but it's not. Like it's the usually rappers didn't monetize off of their beefs. It was just I don't like you. I'm putting it out there. Now what the issue is UMG. The business end is okay. Is if this is true, if UMG took a Story of Adidon down for Drake, then I don't know, what the case is there. It's still on YouTube. I don't know what do you mean, but he took it down. But I don't think that'll change. Right? I still think if I want to make a diss record about somebody, they'll release it. I don't think there'll be any repercussions for that.
That's why I get so mad when I hear people like kind of holding punches on what they want to say. It's like that's not hip hop, man. You say whatever. I don't care if you're mad about it. You know what I mean? So I hope that I would like to see the UMG, these record labels get exposed for their tactics, but it won't matter. They're not going to come out here and say, yes, we tell Spotify what to put on the front page and they do it. They're not. I don't think they're ever going to say that. I don't think we'll ever hear that. Like I said, I think if the judge orders that stuff to really come out in a real trial, I think they'll settle it before it gets to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, any other thoughts on that, B-Dog or anyone?
No, not on that. I just want to hear this new Clips project, man. I want to see what they got on here. Drake, I need to see Iceman. I would love if he stepped on their album, actually. I think it'd be hilarious. So
yeah, we'll see.
I think it's good. That's competition. I don't,
exactly.
They're not. Again, that's also completely different lanes. Like most of these people that's looking for Drake, not checking for clips, don't even know clips like that. So the heads that's into clips will be hyped up to hear it, but I don't know if that matters even in the long run. Like I don't think they're sitting up there expecting to do big numbers.
I do think they're expecting to do big numbers. You said that before. I think they're expecting to do big numbers. That's why they're on this rollout. That's why they've pushed the rollout the way they have. That's why they're on such a big tour. They're on every podcast, and they're talking about big names. Kanye, Travis Scott. They're all big names. I think all of that is.
You think they expect to do pop numbers though?
Maybe not pop numbers, but they expect
what are big numbers in it?
A big number relative to. We talked about this before, man. Whatever 200 or 150. Those are big numbers in today.
What if they do big numbers selling merch to old dudes like me? And they don't stream a ton.
So you're saying, if they don't hit big numbers?
No, I'm saying, they don't stream a ton of numbers. So like they won't be on Billboard top, whatever. I don't know what the numbers will be. Maybe they'll be like top 10 or something like that. But they sell 2 million t-shirts online.
Well, obviously that's big, but I don't think the people who are listening to the album for the Kendrick Lamar feature are the ones that are buying the merch. So I
agree. I don't think that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is I'm hyped to get some merch, but I don't see how that's possible that they're gonna do no number like 200K. Like, I don't see that, man. I don't see, and I don't know if they ever. That's what I'm saying. To me, that's a high projection, Doug. Pharrell movie didn't even do 200K. Like, like what are we talking about, man? Like,
okay, but my point is
Lego movie.
Dog, just when you look at their singles, they've gotten lots of streams on their singles. That's all. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a numbers guy. I really don't care about the numbers. If it does no numbers, that still wouldn't matter to me about the overall thing. But they are. Every reactor is talking about their album. They talk about every interview, every feature, every track. Everything is in the news. Everything is a headline. I think a lot of people will rush to hear the songs, to hear the tracks, even if it's just to hear the finished Kendrick verse, or it's just to hear the Travis, any Travis Scott disses, or if it's just to hear Ye talk about whatever it is. There's a lot of stuff. People will rush to hear the album. I just don't believe.
If you think if they have more
hold on.
disses or something like that, then maybe you're right though.
So I'm just looking at Pusha T's number. Daytona did 77, and then Is Almost Dry did 55. So if I'm Clips, I might be happy with 70K.
Who ain't been out in a long time? Yeah, if they did something like 70, I feel like that's where they at. And if they did 100, they'd be jumping up and down doing chest bumps.
I think they will get 100. I think they'll get 100. If those albums did it without beef, they did it without beef. Now, all the Kanye fans want to listen.
Daytona got a lot of hype.
Kanye. All of the Daytona got a lot of hype, of course, because it was produced by Kanye, but that still was, it was 7 songs, and Pusha T was at his least, well, maybe not his least known then, but he got bigger after Daytona, I would say.
But he did less after that, though. He did 55 on the album after that.
It's Almost Dry sucked. It's Almost Dry sucked. Okay, it was mid.
I didn't think it sucked, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't as good as either. Even the My Name Is My Name, I like better.
So I'm not surprised they didn't do that many numbers. I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll see next. Well, it'll be 2 weeks from now when we get the numbers, but we'll see if it does. I would be shocked if it doesn't do 100. I'd be shocked. If it didn't, it would maybe be because of the leak, but I don't think the leak is going to affect them. I think it's going to do. I think it'll do 6 figures.
Yeah, if they have a dot feature and then they have any kind of other surprise feature that's big, I mean, obviously it would do more, but yeah, I don't know what to expect in that regard. But like I said, I'm expecting a great album though.
Yeah,
and that's what matters more to me.
Right, I expect that.
So like, I won't even check a Drake album. If Drake drop on Friday, I won't check that till after I hear that Clips album, probably twice. Like, I know we got a pod, so I got to turn the Drake on, but that won't get no burn from me.
But it'd be a different crowd. Like I said, the crowd that's
what I mean is my crowd's not. You see what I'm saying? It's a very different. So people gonna run to Drake, and that's cool, because especially after the beef, people want to hear that. But I don't care about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will rush just to hear the finished Kendrick verse, if nothing else. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's and don't let there be more headlines afterwards. Pusha T says blah 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 on the album, or Kendrick, whatever says XYZ, and people gonna go analyze it, and they're gonna have reactors reacted up to it and all that. Mm-hmm. So that's all.
You're right about that, man.
All right. Let's wrap up, man. Let's wrap up. Last thing we wanted to talk about last week when we potted on last Tuesday. I feel like it was like the next day, or I don't remember what day we potted, but it was like the next day the Diddy verdict came out. Since we talked about trials and everything, what were y'all reactions to he was found not guilty on the RICO? So what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, he's still guilty on some counts. He ain't getting off scot-free. But
he ain't gonna do no more time.
He ain't doing no more time?
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
You think the Trump the Trump pardon coming
already?
Boom, you just said it right there.
Oh, I can see that.
The Trump thing coming. The Trump pardon coming, man. He already did time served. What he been in jail for, a year?
No way. Trump already catching heat for the Epstein files missing. There's no way that Trump takes the heat for Diddy. There's no way. I don't think that's happening. There's no way.
What heat? I don't think there'd be any heat.
There will be heat. There will be people.
Why?
The same people upset about. Listen,
Man, that dude gonna walk out the court. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do a little dance. He gonna tell your friends to get with my friends, and we can be, friends. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude gonna be like, hey, I'm free again. All right. He's not going. Crazy. I don't know, man. I think he gonna come out. He gonna probably be like, "Oh, praise God." Probably come out with a God album, and then get right back to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, like do the Will Smith thing? Will Smith album?
No, he already did this before. It'll be like the Missing You video, but with like a whole like gospel choir in the background and stuff, and he'll be, you know, I made a mistake. I fell. You know, he'll get somebody to write the bars. They'll sound funny. And then he'll talk about how he's so sorry and all that stuff. And he'll try to get right back to it. That's all. You'll see Jay-Z with him. You'll see all these other people with him. Like that never happened. Mad celebrities sneak in. You know, they don't want to be invited to the party publicly, but they'll all party with him. The ones that been quiet and ain't say nothing about his case, they always waiting for him. They waiting for him to get free, man. I'm telling you, I don't expect them to really do no time, man. Maybe he'll do another few months. He'll do like 5-6 years probation. You know, maybe 10 years probation. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if he's doing no more jail time after his sentencing. We'll see.
That man going to jail, man. He already got denied bond. I just can't see him getting off scot-free. Feds don't work like that.
I don't think the scot-free, man.
The judge, it was up to the judge, and I don't think the judge. I mean, the judge denied bail. I don't think the judge is gonna let him off with no. I mean, he
already did a year, man. He already did a year.
But the judge wants jail time.
Give him 8 years or something. He's about to do 8 years.
He can get up to 20. He can get up to 20 for the charges that he was found guilty of. But I don't think he'll get 20. But
I'd be surprised if he get more than 3.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see.
It's gonna be a low. To me, it's gonna be a low number, man.
Look at I think B-Dog. We see B-Dog's reactions here in the crowd right here.
Oh man!
What the hell? No way! That's not real, man.
That's not real, man.
That's not real, man. I can't believe that.
That's funny as hell.
Dog. Yeah, it's real,
man. Come on, man. That's a Boondocks episode, man. They got to bring the Boondocks back just for this. Are you kidding me? They start spraying baby. Oh, yo, insanity, man. Yo, this place is weird, man.
Prosecution rests. Gentlemen of the jury, all that needs to be said is this.
Yeah.
Hey.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela? Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero. And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people. Damn. Don't playing around here.
We need the Boondocks back, man. We need the Boondocks back. Yeah, yo,
Boondocks back, man. I can't believe that you really showed that. That's real bad, bro. That's bad, man. Like we look bad for that. Like I feel like I look bad just because I'm like associated with these people. They start squirting baby oil on each other. Come on,
that's hilarious.
Man.
That's hilarious.
That's bad, bro. I know somebody though. Somebody I know. Somebody I talked to was like, "No, then he go get out." R. Kelly to be free. He shouldn't be in jail at all. Like they like going hard, like how angry, you know, it's like she was talking like, nah, he shouldn't be in jail at all. They wrong for putting that man in there at all. I'm like, yo, what do you mean?
It's serious. There's a large group of people online that be like, Cassie, you know, it was consensual. It's all like,
man, come on, man.
Like the dude didn't do nothing wrong. It's like,
they trying to trick him. The government coming after him, and I'm like, bruh, come on, we can't just defend anybody, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. The stuff that this chick testified to this dude doing, nobody need to be caping for him right now.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a fail. If hip hop lets this dude come back and make an album and people, I'd be so upset if Diddy release an album after this. I'll be upset.
Bro, he gonna be talking on somebody's track like about how he overcame. Like he gonna be like, they tried to hold me down. You know what I mean? But
I told you we won't stop.
I can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, like come on, man. This
Can't stop, won't
my
stop.
God. Where are we at, man? We live in the twilight zone right now, man. We really do, man.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible, man. It's pretty terrible, like.
All right,
but
I gotta get out of here, man. This is
we'll end it there, man. Yeah. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We'll catch y'all next week, and we'll definitely be excited to talk about the Clips album and whatever else drops.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, peace.